All right, guys, let's continue on with Oedipus at Colonus. Oedipus at Colonus. So Theseus, the king of Athens, I believe Colonus is in Athens. He comes back. He gives Oedipus back his two daughters that Creon is taking back. And so this is where we're at, Oedipus. Okay, yeah, I remember. So the king is here. Not the king. He is a king, but the king of Thebes, which is Oedipus's son. So he's actually Oedipus has just been told that his son is here to see him. Oedipus is like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to see him. Like, what do you mean you don't know if you want to see him? Like, he's here. Like, he's not going to do you harm. Like, we wouldn't even allow that. So this is where Oedipus is at. Oedipus, just that voice, my king, the sound is loathsome to his father. Don't drive me, don't force me to yield in this. Theseus, but don't his prayers exert some force too? Look to it. What if the god has powers you should respect? Antigone chimes in. Father, listen to me, young as I am, to offer you advice. Permit the king to satisfy himself, his sense of conscience, and serve the god as he thinks best. And for us, for our sake, yield. Let our brother come. Have no fear. He'll never wrench you away from your resolve, not with an argument against your interests. What's the harm then, just to hear him out? The worst crimes you know are exposed in the very telling. Yes, and you're his father, so even if he'd inflict on you the worst wrong, the worst outrage, Father, it isn't right for you to strike back in kind, like to do the same that he would do. So Antigone thinks that her father should allow their brother. They want to let's see what he has to say. Oh, she continues. Oh, let him come. Many other men have rebellious children, quick tempers too, but they listen to reason. They relent. The worst rage in their natures, charmed away by the soothing spells of loved ones. Look to the past, not the present. Consider all you suffered through your father and mother. Look hard at that. You will see, I think, what a dreadful outcome waits on dreadful anger. You've good reason to remember, deprived of your eyes, eyes that can never see the light again. Yield to us. It isn't good for men with a decent cause to beg too long, or a man to receive help, then fail to treat a fellow victim kindly. Oedipus, child, it's hard for me, this pleasure you win from me with all your pleading, but if your heart is set, so be it. Oedipus turning to Theseus, just one thing, my friend, if that man is coming here, never let him get me in his clutches. Never. And don't let him get his hands on me. Theseus, once is enough for that, old man. I don't need to hear that twice. I'm not about to boast, but trust to this. Your life is safe so long as a god saves mine, like as long as I'm alive. Exit right with the royal guard while the chorus gathers around Oedipus. So I guess Theseus is giving them privacy. So the chorus, show me a man who longs to live a day beyond his time, who turns his back on a decent length of life. I'll show the world a man who clings to folly, for the long, looming days lay up a thousand things closer to pain than pleasure, and the pleasures disappear. You look and know not where a man's outlived his limit, plunged in age, and the good comrade comes who comes at last to all. Not with a wedding song, no lyre, no singers dancing. The doom of the death god comes like lightning, always death at the last. Not to be born is best when all is reckoned in, but once a man has seen the light, the next best thing by far is to go back where he came from quickly as he can. For once his youth slips by, light on the wing, light-headed, what mortal blows can he escape? What griefs won't stalk his days? Envy and enemies, rage and battles, bloodshed, and last of all, despised old age overtakes him. Stripped of power, companions, stripped of love, the worst this life of pain can offer. Old age, our mate at last. Chorus continues, this is the grief he faces. I am not alone, like some great headland fronting the north, hit by the winter breakers beating down from every quarter. So he suffers terrible blows crashing over him, head to foot, over and over, down from every quarter. Now from the west, the dying sun, now from the first light rising, now from the blazing beams of noon, now from the north engulfed in endless night. Antigone, Look there, I think it's the stranger coming toward us, but at least the man's without an escort, father, and his eyes are streaming tears. He's struggling on his way. Oedipus, who is he? Enter Polynices left. Antigone, the one we've had in mind from the start. It's Polynices. Here. Polynices. Oh, what will I do? Cry for my own miseries first, my sister's, or the miseries of my old father? Look, before my eyes, I find him here, an outcast, here in a strange land with you, two weak girls, and wrapped in such rags, appalling. The filth of years clings to his old withered body, wasting away the skin, the flesh on his ribs and his face, the blind sockets of his eyes, and the white hair wild, flying in the wind, and all of a piece with this. I'm afraid the scraps he packs to fill his shriveled belly. So late, to my everlasting shame, I learn all this too late. Turning to Oedipus, I am the worst man alive, I swear it, and all that touches you, the care you need. Hear it from me, no one else, but think even Zeus himself in all his works keeps mercy beside him, poised beside his throne. So let her stand beside you now, my father. There are cures for all the past wrongs done, no way to make them worse, not now. What? Silence? Father, say something, anything. Don't turn away from me. Nothing in answer to me. You'd reject me, send me away, cursed with silence? Nothing to tell me why you're raging so? So Polynices continues to Antigone and Ismene. You're the man's children, my own sisters. Try at least to rouse our father from this rock-bound, impenetrable silence, so he won't reject me, a suppliant of the god, won't cut me off, humiliated so, not a word in answer. Antigone responds, poor brother, tell him yourself exactly why you've come. As the words flow on, they just may touch some joy or hit some raw nerve, or tenderness and pity, and somehow lend a voice to stony silence. Polynices, then I'll speak out. You're right, good advice. First I call to the god himself as my defender. From the god's altar, the king of the country raised me up and sent me here to you, empowered to speak and listen and go my way unharmed. These are the pledges I was given, strangers. Keep them, please, you and my sisters here and my old father. Now, father, I must tell you why I've come. I am an outcast, driven from our fatherland as your eldest born, you see. I claim the right to sit upon your throne with all your powers. For that, Eteocles, my younger brother, up and thrust me from the land. And he won out not by force of argument, not by coming to grips in a test of strength. No, he bribed the people to his side, and this, I'm certain, must be the work of a fury. Your fury, the curse upon your house. All I've heard from the seers has borne me out. Well then, when I made my way to Argos, the old Doric city, I took Adrastus' daughter for my wife and bound to me by oath that country's best, all the lords who had won their fame in combat, so I might raise a great army, 7 spears forged together, trained on Thebes, and die for the justice of my cause, or drive out those who drove me from the land. Yes, but why do I come before you now? To kneel at your feet, my father, bearing prayers my own and the prayers of all my comrades. 7 columns, 7 spearheads closing an iron ring around the plain of Thebes. Who are the captains, that man of the whirling lance? Amphiaraus, master of battle, master prophet, lord of the birds that help us see the future. Second, Onesius' son, Tydeus of Aetolia. Third, Eteocles, born in Argos. Fourth, Hippomedon, sent to the wars by his father, Talius. The fifth, Capaneus, boasts to the skies he'll raise the walls of Thebes, blast them down with fire. And sixth, riding out of Arcadia, Parthenopeus, named for the virgin girl those years ago, who married once and brought him into life. Atalanta's trusty son, and last, myself, your son, or if not your son, surely the child of a hard fate, and yours at least in name. I lead the undaunted troops of Argos against Thebes. We beg you now, by these your children here, by your own life, Father, we all implore you, relent in your crushing rage against me, as I march on to discipline my brother who drove me out, robbed me of my fatherland. If there is any truth at all in the oracles, the side you join, they said, that side will triumph. Excuse me, bro. Polynices continues. So now, by the springs, by all the gods of our race, I beg you, listen to me, yield. Look at me now, beggar in exile, an exile just like you. We both fawn on the world for shelter. You and I, we share the same fate. But he tyrannizes our house and mortifies me so. He lords it now, he mocks us both at once. But if you stand side by side with me and my resolve, Father, with little effort, little time, I'll fling him to the winds. And then I'll take you home and reestablish you in your own house, establish myself as well once I've thrown the traitor out by force. Stand by me, and that can be my boast. Without you, I am powerless. I can't survive. So the leader steps in. For the sake of Theseus, who sent him, Oedipus, say something, whatever seems right to you, before you send the man away. Oedipus, believe me, my friends, guardians of this country, if Theseus hadn't sent the man my way, insisting that he hear some words from me, he never have caught the ring of my response, but now his wish will be granted before he goes. Oh yes, he'll hear such words from me. He'll bring his life no joy. Tell you never. Oh yes, he'll hear such words from me. He'll hear such words from me. This is hail, Hey, um, apostrophe LL. Hail, bring his life no joy. Tell you never. Wheeling on Polynices. You degenerate, you when you held the throne in scepter, your blood brother now holds in Thebes. You drove me into exile, your own father. You stripped me of my city, you put on my back these rags you weep to see. Now you sunk to the same depths of pain as I. Well, you can keep your tears, but I must suffer this so long as I'm alive. You are the one I must remember. You destroyed my life. You made me brother to this misery. You rooted me out. Thanks to you, I wander a vagabond, abandoned, begging my daily bread from strangers through the world. And if these two girls had not been born to nurse me, I'd be good as dead for all you cared. But now, look, they saved my life. They feed me, tend me. Why? They're men, not women. Look, when it comes to shouldering my burdens, but you, my brace of boys, you're born of a stranger. You're no sons of mine. And so the eyes of fate look down upon you now, but not yet with the lightning that will strike if those armies are really marching hard on Thebes. Impossible, you'll never tear that city down. No, you'll fall first, red with your brother's blood, and he stained with yours, equals, twins in blood. Such were the curses I hurled against you long ago, and now again I'll call them up to fight beside me. You will learn at last to respect your parents. I'll teach you to heap contempt upon your father because he's blind and bore such ruthless sons. These daughters never did such things, but you and your pious supplications and your throne, my curses have you in their power now. If that justice declared from the first of time still shares the throne of Zeus with the everlasting laws, you die. Die and be damned. I spit on you. Out. Your father cuts you off. Corruption, scum of death, out and pack these curses I call down upon your head. Never to win your mother country with your spear, never return to Argos ringed with hills. Die, die by your own blood, brother's hand. Die, killing the very man who drove you out. So I curse your life out. I call on the dark depths of Tartarus, brimming hate where all our fathers lie, to hail you home. I cry to the great goddesses of this grove. I cry to the great god War who planted that terrible hatred in your hearts. Go with all my curses thundering in your ears. Go and herald them out to every man in Thebes and all your loyal comrades under arms. Cry out that Oedipus has bequeathed these last rites, these royal rights of birth to both his sons. Leader, I take no joy in your journeys, Polynices, whatever brought you here, and I'll go back as quickly as you can. That's what the leader tells Polynices. Polynices, oh, the long road, the labor come to nothing. Oh, my captains, look how the marches end. The road our armies trampled out of Argos. There's so much death that journeys end, dear God. I cannot breathe a word of it to my comrades, nor can I turn them back. I must go to meet this doom in silence. My sisters, you, his daughters, now that you've heard our father's iron curses, I implore you in the name of the gods, if father's curses all come true at last, and if some way back to Thebes is found for you, don't neglect me. Please give me burial, the honored rites of death. And the care that wins you praises now for helping this old man will win you more for the loving service you performed for me. So this is like tying into Antigone. Antigone, Polynices, listen to me, I beg you, just one thing. Polynices, dearest, what? Antigone, tell me. Antigone, turn back the armies back to Argos quickly. Don't destroy yourselves in Thebes. Polynices, unthinkable. How could I ever raise the same force again once I flinched in crisis? How could I ever raise the same force again once I flinched in the crisis? Antigone again? Oh dear boy, why should your anger ever rise again? What do you stand to gain, raising your father's city to the roots? Polynices, exile is humiliating, and I am the elder and being mocked so brutally by my brother. Antigone, don't you see? You carry out father's prophecies to the finish. Didn't he cry aloud you'd kill each other fighting hand to hand? Polynices, true, that's his wish, but I can't give up. Antigone, oh no, but who would dare follow you now, hearing the oracles the man's delivered? Polynices, I simply won't report them, not a word. The good leader repeats the good news, keeps the worst to himself. Antigone, so my brother, your heart is set on this. Polynices, yes. Antigone embraces him. Don't hold me back, the road is waiting. I must travel down that road, doomed by fate and the curses of my father, all his swarming furies. But the two of you, God bless you on your way. If you carry out my wishes once I'm dead, you cannot help me any more in life. Now let me go. Gently slipping free of Antigone. Goodbye, dear ones. You'll never look on me again, alive. Antigone. Oh, my brother. Polynices, no mourning for me now. Antigone. Who went at morning, Polynices, rushing to death with open eyes? Polynices, death, if that's my fate. Antigone, please, dear brother, listen. Polynices, don't try to dissuade me. It's my duty. Antigone, it's unbearable. Robbed of you, I might as well be dead. Polynices, no, that's in the hands of a dark power. Destiny. Whether we live or die, who knows? But the two of you, at least, I pray to God you never meet with harm. The world can see you don't deserve to suffer. Exits to the left. So the chorus, look, new agonies now. I see them come from the blind stranger now. Such heavy doom for his son, unless perhaps it is actually destiny at work. It is not for me to call the commands of heaven empty, futile. Time is watching, watching over us always, bringing down the lives of some, raising others the next day into the light again. Thunder sounds in the distance. The chorus continues, listen, thunder, the sky, oh God. Oedipus, children, children, can someone, anyone go for Theseus? Bring the great man here. Antigone, why so urgent, father, such commands? Oedipus, this winged thunder of Zeus will take me down to death at any moment. Send for him quickly. Thunder again, louder, the elders cry out singly. Chorus, tremendous, listen, over and over, the skies are crashing. Immense, a marvel flung by the hand of God, the terrors bristling through my hair, my heart's racing, the lightning blazing the heavens again. Where will it end? What birth will it let loose? Oh, it terrifies me. The lightning never bursts for nothing, never without some dread, some awesome, a huge peal of thunder, lightning. Oh, great sky, oh God. Oedipus, dear children, the destined end has come upon your father. I can turn my face from it no more. Antigone, how do you know? Are you sure this is the sign? Oedipus, I know it all too well. Quickly, I beg you, go. Someone bring the Lord of the... Or, I bring Theseus, bring the Lord of the land. Thunder and lightning crashing on the spot. Antigone says, how do you know, father? Are you sure this is the sign? Like, how do you know you're going to die? He says, I know it all too well. Quickly, I beg you, go. Someone bring the Lord of the land. So chorus, there, look, blast on blast. It's all around us, shattering thunderheads exploding. Mercy, oh great power, mercy, if you are bringing down some strange darkness down on the earth, our mother. Give me mercy, I beg you, kindness, not disaster, for setting eyes on him, a man accursed. Don't curse me too, I cry to you, Zeus, Zeus, my king. Oedipus, Theseus, is he near? Will he find me still alive, children, and master of my mind? Antigone, what do you want? What do you have in mind? What debt, what pledge? Oedipus, for all his kindness, all he did for me, now I would give that gift I promised him. The chorus closes rank around Oedipus. Chorus, come, Theseus, come if you're close at hand, or come from the green depths, the grove of the ocean, Lord Poseidon, come from sacrificing the oxen at his altar. Oh, come now, in the stranger's eyes you earn his kindness, rightful kindness, you and your city, Athens and your people, blessings he will bless you for your kindness. Theseus, king, come quickly. Enter Theseus, right with his attendants. The chorus continues, what's this? Another outcry ringing from all of you. Oh, no, never mind, excuse me, this is Theseus. Theseus enters, from the right with his attendants. Theseus, what's this? Another outcry ringing from all of you, as clearly from my people as my guest? Why? The lightning of Zeus? The hail, the cloudburst breaking on our heads? When the gods send such a storm, the wildest dark forebodings are in order. Anything can happen. Oedipus, my king, I longed for you, and you stand before my eyes. There must be a God who grants you this, the fortune of your coming. So we're going to leave it there, guys. Perfect, 20 minutes. But Oedipus seems to have something to tell Theseus, a blessing, right? And so, yeah. I think we're going to have one more video. Probably read it tomorrow, and that'll be the end of Oedipus at Colonus. And actually the end of the 3 Theban plays.